Hi everyone, Kaylee Powers here, and the current event that was influenced by social media that I chose to talk about was the relief for Hurricane Harvey. As many of us know, it was a really awful hurricane that struck the majority of Texas about a week ago and left a lot of people stranded and looking for help, and social media made a really huge impact on that help. So, this kind of posed a question for me when I was doing research. What gets out faster, a 911 call or a tweet? Because today we have to consider things like that. Is a phone call something that takes way longer than typing less than 140 characters and having the world see it? Or does making something viral and getting the attention from others take way longer than just making a phone call to 911? So, a lot of people were tweeting and hashtagging Harvey relief, and Facebook pages were being created, like this one, Hurricane Harvey 2017, Together We Will Make It. Even the US Coast Guard was tweeting, so you can see us in this tweet right here. And I learned from my research that a lot of people did begin to rely on social media rather than calling 911. It's sad almost that our emergency personnel was getting so overwhelmed with calls that the storm took out so many call centers and people were waiting on the line for 45 minutes to an hour. And I liked this quote that I found from an emergency management consultant. He said, "This is a situation where technology and accepted norms of communication are outpacing government's ability to manage," which is kind of a scary thing. But then again, what would all of these people have done without, their phones and being able to take videos or pictures of their situation and get them out there so that they could receive help? I saw lots of pictures and videos on social media. A lot of people that I follow, celebrities that I follow, are posting things like this photo right here: "To give online, text Harvey relief to 51555." And so many donations were being made from so many people, and it was just like overwhelming to see like how much people wanted to help, and it just made me feel good. And then I also saw a lot online that charging your cell phone is just as important as having food or water at this point. And it is kind of weird to think about it, but it's something that everybody has and pretty much always has on them at all times. And without the power of your cell phone, I mean, it's scary. A lot of us feel lost without our phones. And in this kind of situation, I can't even imagine how I would feel without my phone. Here's some photos that I found of poor families that are trying to escape and get to safety. The Houston police tweeted this photo, and to get the word out there to people to just stay off the roadways and whatnot. But Twitter Moments was a huge thing for people to, find people that needed help in this situation. And also Snapchat map, which is a new feature on Snapchat. But the map of Houston was able to kind of dwindle down the most important in this situation stories that were being taken by people to show the ones who really needed help. So it's kind of crazy to think that Snapchat could make such a huge difference, but it totally did. And social media kind of created a unity with everybody in Houston, and I mean around the world. Everyone just felt for these people and wanted to do everything that they could to help. Then I was curious about how social media impacted the hurricane that just happened yesterday in Florida. It was one of the biggest hurricanes that they've seen in the history of Florida. So it was very scary for a lot of people. But all of the articles that I was finding was saying that, make sure that you're not receiving fake news about Hurricane Irma and how to spot fake Hurricane Irma posts on social media. So that kind of took me back because everyone was just so united from all the Harvey posts and donations and whatnot. And now there's people that are creating fake posts to get out there, and it's just so awful. So it makes me wonder if social media helps or hurts, because then it's scary to know what and what not to believe. Um, so that was like really sad to read, but I'm hoping that most of the things that were posted about Hurricane Irma were real, so that people that really did need help could get it. So here are some of the articles that I did my research with, and this was a really cool thing for me to research because it did bring up a lot of questions that I'd never thought about, and and how important social media is. But to me, I think in this Hurricane Harvey situation, it did save a lot of lives. People wouldn't have been able to reach 911 or emergency personnel as easily as they were able to through social media and through their phones. So I do think that social media is becoming a more and more powerful tool as the years go on, and I'm sure it will continue to do so. All right, thank you for listening.